Curly-headed biracial Tiffany here today. I'm pretty much vlogging in response to a message I got, so I don't know if it's posted as a comment on the YouTube diaries anywhere, but I got a message about a young lady who's a senior in high school, not about, but from, and she was talking a lot about her hair. And from what I understand, her grandmother on her mother's side was biracial and married a black man. So she's, a little bit biracial, but she said her hair is what really indicates this lineage. So she said the first thing that really struck a chord with me was that she said she used to have to get her hair cut every 2 weeks, and she didn't know she had curly hair. She thought it was just wavy. And this is totally my experience. I did not have to get my hair cut ever. I was like, there was no hair cutting to be done ever. And I did not know that my hair was curly until I was about 19, which is pretty freaking crazy. The standard routine with my hair when I was little was my mom and I would wash it, or my mom would wash it, or my grandmother sometimes at home, and then blow it dry with a hair dryer. Blow it kind of straight. It didn't get really, really straight. I wasn't allowed to put any chemicals in it, which I'm so very grateful for. And when I got to be maybe around 8th grade or 13, I don't really know what the turning point was, but I was finally allowed to straighten it with a hot comb after the blow dryer. And so I just always wanted my hair to be as straight as possible until in high school, like I guess my freshman year, I became one of the world's biggest Amy Grant fans. I still love her to this day. But anyway, and she had this amazing curly hair, and I was just so in awe of this hair, and oh my god, if I just had hair like Amy Grant. Okay, so end of story. I wish I had curly hair, but at the same time I'm getting up incredibly early every day to make my hair as straight as possible so that I can go have long straight hair with all the white kids at school that have long straight hair. And I love long straight hair. I just do. So anyway, what happened? When I was 19, I had some friends, white friends. One was Jewish, I guess, that had curly hair. And I was like, what do you do with your hair when you get out of the shower? Because I'm thinking I might be able to have curly hair too. This, literally happened. And I think the reason I asked was because I had seen Rent and was sure that I would be a perfect Mimi, but I had to have curly hair and I didn't know how to do it. So I started experimenting finally. I don't think I've come up with the perfect way to do my hair curly. I don't know. It's, it's crazy. So I use some products. It's always a different mixture. I'm always just hoping for the best. It's a mess. Like today, this is just, I went to the gym. I don't know what to do with this stuff. Hopefully I'm getting it straightened on Thursday. Also, since the fire and the haircut, when it's curly, it just seems so short to me, so it's a little hard for me to handle. But I do have to say, I think it's fascinating that one could not know their own hair was curly for years. But it's true, and apparently I am not the only one, so I was really, really excited to read that in the message. And the other thing that struck me was, I wish I knew people's names, because I feel so stupid, but I don't. So in the message, the sister of the author of the message used to take a lot of flack from black kids at school about her hair. And that is exactly what my mom sort of always told me was going to happen to me, and that black women wouldn't like me because of my hair, and that I could never let anyone do my hair. I had to do it myself or someone in our family had to do it. And I have mentioned before that now I go to a man, and I think that's safe. I don't, if someone told me, oh, there's this girl Jessica who does hair as well as Terry, I think I would be afraid to go because my mother instilled in me a fear of black women when it comes to my hair. But it seems like your sister had these experiences that my mom foresaw me having. Of course, she foresaw them for a reason, and I think that is truly one of the reasons she wanted me to go to white schools, aside from the fact that in a private school I'd probably get a better education and all those things, which turned out to be true, and I'm very grateful for. But a lot of it did have to do with hair. It's hair. That's nuts. So I think that's all I wanted to say. I really, really, really enjoy getting the comments and the messages and the stories from everyone else. And, you know, sometimes I'm not really sure why I'm doing this, even though I like it and I think it's cathartic for me. But when I hear that, you know, it strikes a chord with people, or it gets them thinking different ways, or they can relate, it just makes me really happy. So thank you for that. And oh, I did want to say one more thing. Just coincidentally, today I was wearing my Michigan shirt at the gym, and this guy said to me, "Did you really go to Michigan?" And I said, "Yeah." And the reason, this was a black guy, and he went to Ohio State, so that's what, you know, we were going to talk about. But many times when I'm wearing Michigan paraphernalia, memorabilia, whatever, Michigan stuff, if a white person asks me did I go there, I get totally offended because I think they think someone just gave me this shirt and that black people don't really go to Michigan. And it's so irritating, and it's happened to me at the gym twice recently. But today's instance was different, but it just made me think of that. And sometimes I'll see like a delivery guy wearing a Michigan hat or something, and I'll think, he did not go to Michigan. And then I think, oh my God, I'm just like these people that ask me if I really went to Michigan. But I have to say, my thought doesn't come because he's Hispanic. It's because he's, you know, delivering a bagel, which is great, and yay to people who have jobs and work. I'm just, you know, my assumption is, because I'm thinking I'm going to say go blue or something as I pass this person, and then I'm like, they're probably not even aware of what their hat says today. It's just the hat that they put on. So maybe I'm guilty of the same thing. I don't know. But it happened today, and I just wanted to say that too. So, I don't know if you'll be seeing this curly hair much, because I'm really, really partial to the straight hair these days. But, who knows? We'll see. Good day to you all.